Hey everyone, and welcome to the YouTube channel of Stacy Cordell. Thanks so much, and if you're not subscribed, go ahead and click the subscribe button right now because by the end of the video, you're going to want to. Welcome to Talks with Valencia. I'm your host, Valencia King, and we're going to be talking to Stacy about a few things, 2017, 2018, happy moments, and a little bit more. But first, we got to get this started the right way. Now, I see Detroit Pistons on your shirt screaming out, Detroit in the house. So,
yeah, you're right.
What's up with the shirt?
I'm a huge Detroit fan. That's a team I rock for.
Okay.
I have no other favorite teams in any other professional sport league. So Detroit is the team I watched as a teenager, and I just always wanted to follow them. I mean, it's just I don't know. It's my team. I've been following them for like 8 years now. So yeah.
Okay. So
yeah, Detroit basketball.
Detroit is in the house. How about it? So let's go ahead and dive into the year 2017. It's been a great year for you, Stacy. Just talk to me about what the year has taught you so far.
Persistence is a key. That has definitely taught me that, and just really growing that confidence, like self-confidence. So much, man. So this year has been very eventful. Like I said, just persistence, staying with it, and seeing the rewards that's coming from being persistent and, making people happy, people giving out good energy to your name in the universe, things like that. And it's a blessing. It's been a blessed year for me.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Now, social media is something that is going to continue to change and evolve and move forward, and that's never going to stop. And if it does stop, I can't even tell you what's going to be the next thing after it. But what has social media kind of taught you as far as 2017 and then some?
Social media. It's so much to talk about with social media. Opinions. You got all these opinions out there. You got all this content. It's I would say, as I'm looking at as 2017 goes on, like there's a creator being born every day.
Absolutely.
People are jumping onto the whole skit game every single day, and it's becoming very saturated. So one of the things that taught me that I learned from social media in 2017 was just like how to be different and original. And we've seen that, like with the Mr. Hotspot, with the oh, you beautiful. You know what? We never seen it before. It was new and refreshing. So, just to be different, that's really like the only way you can get out nowadays. So I learned that from 2017 with social media and trending topics, which has always kind of been a thing, I guess, but this year was my first year really getting deep into social media. So for me, just seeing like how quickly everybody responds to like something happen, like net neutrality, like the jokes and like the Trump and the sexual allegation. I mean, it's so much, and it's really like the news now. It's like the news. It's like you find out who died, you find out who got married, you find out who got cheated on. Like
everything.
It's everything on there. So you got to be careful, man. But this is so much. I can't even really talk about it all, honestly.
Yeah, we need a whole separate interview just on social media in 2017. But I saw you kind of light up a bit when you talked about the comments from people making it their highlights of the day. What has that kind of been like for you? And has that been, would you say that's been your best moment of 2017 so far, or anything else that comes to mind?
Yeah, I mean, comments definitely make you feel good about your art. I would be lying if I told you that I don't check likes and comments. Now I don't do it as much now because I'm getting used to it, and like I would literally post a video and I can go all day without looking at what the results are, right? But at the beginning of 2017, I'm all over it. Like I post something and I'm like 2 minutes later, how many likes I got? Only 2. All right, I'll check back 2 minutes later. It's such a confidence builder. Like people nowadays, a lot of people nowadays are they have crowd confidence. Then it's not crowdfunding because that has to do with money, but it's crowdsourced. Crowdsourced confidence, and I was a victim to that as well. So it does make you feel good, and to this day, I would say it still makes you feel good to see someone say, "Oh my God, this made my day," or "Oh my God, I needed this." And it's like, man, even though I can't touch you, even though I can't really motivate you, whatever you're going on in life, just to know that my art was able to provide a laugh for you, that's a blessing, and I appreciate that.
Absolutely. Now, one other highlight that I'm gonna make him talk about, guys, because we gotta round of applause, your show, Chalknella.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about it.
Yeah, it was, man, the show was man, amazing. Like, amazing. We had a show November 16th, which was Chalknella's actually anniversary date.
Okay.
And it blew me away. It was like a dream come true, like right there in my face. So, I mean, I know you was there.
I was like, I know him. I know him.
I was a local celebrity for one night. They're not even really local, like the whole city didn't know. It was like I was a building celebrity, like that night. Me and Jamie, man, that guy's awesome on the stage. Man, I enjoyed doing work with him. My whole team, man, everybody that's around us, like, it was just nothing but love. It was exactly what we looked for when we created Chalknella, was to have both races, really not all races, but we focus on black and white, and to have them in one setting, in a building, together. Not there was no black side, there was no white side.
There wasn't.
No,
and we were laughing.
All laughing. That was bigger than the jokes.
Yeah.
That was just what we needed in 2017 when there's a lot of division. So it was amazing. Nothing short of amazing.
Amazing. It was. And like I said, I was like, I know him. But you guys, make sure you guys stay tuned for the remaining part of this interview and get to know a little bit more about Stacy Cordell right here on Talks with Valencia.
Tell me, is it really more? Ooh,
Welcome back to Talks with Valencia. Of course, I'm here with Stacy Cordell, and we've got to talk about what's coming up next, because 2018 is like happening like tomorrow. So talk to me about your 2018 goals, Stacy.
2018, I definitely plan on taking things to another level. I want to focus on bigger projects. You know, I did the skit game 2017, even some of 2016. And I honestly use skits for practice. Like, I never created a skit to go viral.
Oh, okay.
You never see me tag like World Star. You'll never see me tag like Shade. None of that, because I don't really care about that. You know, that's not my goal. My goal is just to get good at editing, get good at color grading, recording, all the audio and all this type of stuff like that. So I can, 2018, so I can get to this point where I can focus on bigger projects like series. I just produced my first series. It was real short. I mean, it's my first one. I'm getting my feet wet, because I know 2018, that's what I want to focus on more. Yeah. Even though I'm still going to be doing skits, I want to really focus on a bigger picture of things. And so that's my main goal 2018. And, just keep getting better. Yeah. Just keep getting better.
Get better game?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, when you bring that up, someone might look at that and say, oh, well, why does he have that integrity? He could just easily do the clickbait stuff, boom gang in the house, all of that, But so why do you like to do things, quote unquote, the hard way, like 3 foul in a bucket, man?
Yeah. Well, there's a few factors actually. One being I'm from the South, I'm from a small town, Texas, and we've always had it the hard way. I mean, we've always had to eat bologna, and have to make
bologna.
it. Yeah.
No pot, just bologna on the stove.
On the stove. You get tired of microwaving bologna, you just gotta switch it up. You like, man, like this time I'm about to, I'm gonna start a fire in the backyard and just roast a bologna on a stick, So we always had it the hard way, and I was, so with that being said, I was raised to find a way, and not make it easy, because nothing that comes easy lasts. You can go down the line of different things in life. You get a job that's easy. Like, think about, have you ever had a job interview, right, with one of these like door-to-door sales or like telemarketing, cold calling, right? You go into the interview and you thinking it's something else. They clickbait you, right?
Yeah.
Right? You thinking it's something else. You in there, you dressed up, 3-piece suit on and everything. You answer like 5 questions. They're like, what's your name? You got a social security card? Like, were you born here? U.S. citizen? All that. Once they qualify you as a U.S. citizen, guess what they saying? Can you start today?
Right.
And you like, hell yeah. And guess what? You got that job very easy. Guess what you're going to be doing? They're going to drop you off in the neighborhood. You're going to be knocking on doors to get them to change the electricity company. It's like, that's the easy stuff in life. And I didn't want it that way. When you do it the hard way, You know, it's a slow cooker process. You put a chicken in a slow cooker, and as soon as it comes out, it falls off the bone.
Yeah,
and you can eat on it all day.
Food references.
Yeah, you don't remember the Hot Pocket. You remember that rotisserie chicken because it took a while to cook. That rib, stuff like that. So I think about that. The longevity stuff.
Yes.
Longevity. I want to be here. I want to be remembered. I don't want to be I want to be remembered, and that's something I live by, and something that I'll always go by. So
I know it makes total sense, and knowing you, it fits your character, that having that integrity. Now, in 2018, like I mentioned earlier, social media is always going to be evolving. What platform do you see yourself using the most?
Well, now I use Instagram the most. That's where I have most of my people at. However, I love Instagram, and I'm still use Instagram a lot. I'm gonna have to separate my content from Instagram to the other platforms.
Yeah.
But one platform in particular that I want to use more, the classic of them all, is YouTube.
So subscribe right now.
Subscribe, yes. YouTube it's still through the phases of social media.
Absolutely.
And it's still a very strong, healthy platform. I don't really care about the money involved in it. I know the money will come eventually, but this community around your content is bar to none. Facebook is actually doing that now. They're trying to, that's their goal. They want to build that YouTube feature in their platform, which I kind of like too. So Facebook and YouTube the most, but Facebook as well, focusing on that before my series I talked about I want to do. And then still using Instagram as that quick, people want crack hits on Instagram. They want to be like 30 seconds, make me laugh, and I'm off. I'm on to the next post.
Scroll.
Yeah. So I like for Instagram, I want to do like a quick little crack hit. You snort that crack real quick. And then, if you want to see more,
come back and get the real supply.
Exactly. If you want to see more, go to my YouTube and I get your rotisserie chicken.
Okay.
So that's what I plan on focusing on in 2018.
Okay. Now we know that New Year, the saying, New Year, New Me. But to a certain extent, we gotta rock with it. Some people don't like it because you're actually going to be relocating in the new year. So talk to me about that. I hear New York. New York.
Hey. Yeah. New York is my destination. It's kind of always been a plan of mine. I knew I was going to have to eventually relocate to a bigger market, and I chose New York. That is going to happen in 2018. I'm excited. I'm excited just to get that New York hustle up under me. That's really why. And then the platform out there is amazing. So yeah.
Now someone may also look at that and be like, New York comedy, LA comedy, both strong markets. Why New York over LA?
I'll end up in LA eventually. New York is
living by coastal future, maybe.
Yeah, I mean anybody in the entertainment industry They travel all the time from New York to LA because they it's Sprint. I mean, not Sprint. Jesus, no, not Sprint. It's Verizon and AT&T.
Right.
They intertwine. Maybe that was a bad reference, but you get my point. They're very similar markets. They both healthy. So I'll end up in LA eventually. My goal is to live in New York about 3 years. I want to make LA call me. Okay. I look at LA as that pretty girl. That's just standing there, and she has everything you need, right? But as a guy, if you go to that girl, guess what? You're just another number, right? But if you wait, if that girl calls you, guess what? You pre-qualified.
Hello.
You pre-qualified. All she has to do is verify that that's really you, and you're in the door. So I want LA to call me. I want to go to New York, get that hustle up under my belt, deal with that cold weather, and freeze my ass off up there, but it's gonna make my hustle stronger. So when I go to LA, I'm gonna out hustle everybody. I'm gonna out muscle everybody. I got the South and I got the East Coast under my belt. West Coast is cool. I'm not saying they don't work out. They work all the time. Yeah. But there's a different hustle in New York.
Nothing like New York.
nothing like New York. So that's why I chose New York over LA. But I'll eventually end up in LA. Okay. For sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If you guys want to know where he'll end up next, come back right after this break for more. We'll talk to Valencia. It's Stacy Cordell.
Tell me, is it really more? Ooh.
Welcome back to Talks with Valencia, and I'm going to tell you one more time, if you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? We're here with Stacy Cordell, the YouTube channel that you are on right now, so subscribe. Thanks so much.
Why not?
Why not? You're here. We're here.
Why
we want
not?
you to subscribe. Come back for more.
Yeah.
So let's talk about 2018. I want to know, what kind of content are you planning to be kicking out?
Real visual content. I don't know if that makes sense, but like I mentioned earlier about bigger projects, I want one of my premises to really multiply into multiple seasons.
Okay.
That's my goal of like my content for 2018.
Yeah.
And always having a positive message behind the bigger projects. I don't want to just put stuff out there and it has no meaning to the world, because right now we need something like positive, right?
Absolutely.
So I would just have something positive, but also something that catches into multiple episodes. So multiple seasons, I mean, and I don't know, just I guess a healthy premise.
Yeah.
That's what you're gonna see. So like bigger projects, like I mentioned earlier, and yeah, I don't want to sound redundant.
No worries. You got to reinforce. Let them know.
Yeah.
Now, would you say that's one of the reasons, because you do have that integrity about your craft, that you don't use the over-sexualized over-sexuality in your skit, with women, that it's kind of like clickbait?
Yeah. One of my friends actually challenged me to think deeper into my art, and it was a time in the summertime where I was kind of focused on sexual content. It wasn't on purpose. I wasn't just like, I want to create nothing but sexual content. It was that I felt myself thinking about it all the time, not sex, but just thinking about this would be funny.
It was heavy at a time when it was just all on social media.
Exactly. And so I created sexual content, which I really call it sexual perception, because I never really did anything sexual with anybody.
Okay.
But it was low hanging fruit.
Okay.
It was low hanging fruit, and you see it all the time on the internet. It's low hanging fruit. People do things that you be thinking like, really, that's all you can think of. Like, you literally go to sleep and now you think of ideas like that's what you came out with was to make a woman spread her legs, and you pretend to go down and what you say, when women stink between it. I mean, that's low hanging fruit. We've been talking about that with generations. Like, we want to hear something new. And so I took that challenge that he had with me and started producing other stuff. And even though I will get back into sexual perception at some point, not as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 videos about it, I just don't want that to be the focal point of my content.
Yeah. And that makes perfect sense, because you can't get away from sexuality, because it's in our everyday lives.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
You have to talk about the topic, but it's just a matter of the way that you present it. So I really do appreciate that as a fan, as a viewer, as a watcher, as a subscriber. But I also want to talk to you about women. You use multiple women in your skits because, why not? But you don't actually call women out of their names. You don't treat them poorly. You use them, and you actually give them a lane to express themselves and use their acting abilities as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I really don't agree with men when men refer to women as bitches. I don't really like that personally. And I'm not innocent in calling a woman a bitch. Now, I agree. Some women are bitches.
Right.
Some women are bitches. Yes. Some women are bitches. It is what it is, right?
Yeah.
If you
That's real talk.
crazy, you cutting up a man tires over nothing, because he didn't pick up his drawers in the bathroom, you a bitch. Like, just straight up. But to like really refer to just a woman as like, I mean, in school or put together, she give you no reason for you to consider her a bitch, and you call her a bitch. Like, I see comedians all the time on stage like, and I told that bitch this, and I told her, that's too much. Yeah. And then for that's when that's disrespectful. I don't want to be that guy. I respect all women. Women are the reason why we're here, right? The reason why we're here. So like Tupac said back in the day, like, we got to respect our women, take care of our women, especially our black queens. Nothing against other races, but black queens, like they always get like trashed on it, and it's very disturbing. So I just want to be something positive that they can look at, and like, I'm glad that he doesn't disrespect women on camera, on stage, or anything like that.
Now, after that answer, I promise this is not a baiting question, but you're in the realm of Instagram, and you're a name on Instagram, and so are Instagram models. What are your thoughts on that world?
Oh, Instagram models are like the new thing, not the new thing, but they're still pretty new. And I hate and love them. Like, like I hate and love them. They're beautiful women, like everywhere. Like Instagram has showed me that there are beautiful women in North Dakota, South Dakota. Like no matter where you go, yeah, in jail. It's just bad women.
Prison
like,
babe. It was a real hashtag.
yeah, this is bad, you know. And the thing that I don't like about Instagram models, this is my problem with them, is that they give out this perception of that their life is great. Like they're in this nice house, they're beautiful, they have no flaws. Yeah. And so for women, like real women that are educated and women that are really trying to make some of themselves, like those real, like, not, I'm not gonna call them not modern, but the old-fashioned style. Like they want to go to school, get a degree, get a great job. Okay. They well put together. Like those women are looking at these Instagram models, and the guy that they want is looking at them too.
Oh yeah.
And now they feel insecure about themselves. Mm-hmm. Now they feel like they need to take pictures with their cleavage, like the titty crack, right? You know what I'm saying? Like they feel that way. That sucks. Like that sucks because I love women that I honestly probably love women that's not on social media more than I do the ones on social media. Mm-hmm. That's just my perspective. Because I don't want a woman feeding for that crowdsourced confidence.
Looking for that attention.
Attention. That's what most of them do. Now the ones that's doing it for business purposes, the ones like the models.
Get your coins.
Get your coins. Get your coin. Get your Bitcoin. All right, get your Bitcoin. But the ones that's doing it for like modeling, there are some actresses that are beautiful and they post like model like pictures, stuff like that. I respect that wholeheartedly. You can't help that you're beautiful at the end of the day. Just because you're beautiful and you show a little titty crack doesn't mean that you're an Instagram model either. You know, I'm talking about the ones that know they credit score 300 and they showing 300 bathroom selfies on their page. Like that. That's what I have a problem with. So yeah.
Okay, you guys, I hope you are enjoying our conversation because we've got more coming up right after the break, so make sure you guys keep it locked for Stacy Cordell's Talk with Valencia's.
Shout out to everybody who did this before us. But gotta be more. Man, you was hot like a Letterman. Prime time with the cash like Letterman. Puff said it was all about the Benjamins. Jay said you can love her, never let her in. I'm talking to the generation of the bad boys. Cash money, you was all about the flash boys. Taught me how to stay fresh like an Altoid. Told me I should get money, never ask for it. Subconscious, never got content. Junk food, force fed, straight nonsense. Real shit, never ever got played. Heard trap all day.
Welcome back and thank you again for joining us on Talks with Valencia. This is Stacy Cordell. If you haven't subscribed, I'm judging you. Let's go ahead.
Y'all better subscribe.
Right, do it right now. No games are being played. Let's talk about the other content creators that are on the social media world. What do you think about them, and is there anything that you don't like seeing from them?
Definitely. I respect everybody's art. First and foremost, I respect everybody's art. It's a lot to do this. It's a lot of guts goes into putting out your art, right? Of course, I favorite some of them over the others. I just feel like, as a creator, as what I see from the ones that I really don't like, is really my message to them is like, let's step it up. Okay. Like 2018, like as creators, let's step it up. Like let's get rid of all the low hanging fruit. Like let's get rid of all that nigger rig content. Like let's like really step it up and give people what they want, because I feel like some people are really making it hard for audience, like people like yourself, to go in there for entertainment, and then you see some trash ass video, and guess what? You get off. Yeah. At that point, your watch time on Instagram has gone down, and it's the people like me or other creators that have great content that suffer. You know, I did just toot my own horn. You know,
toot, it's cool. If you're watching, then you already know.
Yeah. You know, I'm a rock for mine, right?
Yeah.
But I just think that 2018, step it up. And let's make better stuff for the people. And some of them, man, keep doing your thing, man. I respect all creators. It's no competition. We all got different forms of art. I respect, I'll support all that good stuff, man. Just some of you guys step up and get out the way. Like, please, step up or step down. Like, please. Yeah. That's all I'm asking.
Move around. Yeah. Move around. Now, with that, I feel like there's room for everybody. Like you said, there's no competition. It's the web, so the space is limitless. But do you feel like sometimes it can get oversaturated?
Hell yes. Hell yes. Like, I mean, think about in like you got holidays, it's holiday season, New Year's, think how many New Year sketches you about to see.
Yeah.
So many, right? And that's where it becomes saturated. Like, might not even see my post on your timeline. That's why you got to turn on post notifications. That's why you guys have to subscribe, like things like that. So I do think I feel it's getting to a point where it's becoming overly saturated. Mm-hmm. And I hate it because as creators, we're going to suffer from it because audiences are going to start getting off. It's going to it's too much, So yeah, I believe it is.
In a world of the oversaturation and the limitless space on the web, how do you make yourself stand out?
Just by having unique premises, having very unique premises, not having that predictable content where I'm going to put a woman in a situation where she's getting beat, right? Or I'm going to put a man in a situation where he gets caught cheating. Like, that's predictable. I want to switch it up, have unique premises, but also stay modern and talk about things that's actually going on in the world. So that's my method. That's my formula of really just standing out and being unique. Mm-hmm. And then of course me. I consider myself. Yeah, I consider myself a little different. Like I got a little bit of a Negro polar bear, but I'm also like a somewhat black activist in a way.
Right.
I'm getting back into the black culture. I did get a little bleached at some point in my life, but I'm getting back to the black side. But at the same time, that means I have been around the white people. I've seen the way they live. I've seen the way they talk. But I also was raised in the black community. Yeah. And I'm still black at the end of the day. I'm not one of those black guys that got so bleached that he couldn't come back. The color, you know what I'm saying? So I'm also a different personality on the web. And in 2018, that's another thing. I want to really focus on presenting myself in a way that people really understand who I am. Yeah. As a creator and as a person, and like interviews like this will definitely help people realize that. Yeah. Hearing me talk, they always hearing me like make up jokes and shit.
Right. But they get to know. Stacy,
get to know me.
Stacy.
Yeah, the clean cut gentleman from the South. South with an F.
That's the only way to spell it, right?
Yeah, SOUF. South.
There you go.
Yeah.
Now, before we wrap up, as we enter 2018, is there anything you want to share with your community, your fans, your followers, your supporters before the new year?
Man, just trust the process. Trust the process. This is the Philadelphia 76ers that I'm working with right here.
Okay.
Trust the process. I'm putting a team together that is hungry, full of dogs. They starving. You can hear their stomach growl. Okay. We are going to get it. New York, I'm coming for you. Just trust the process and rock with me. I promise you, I'm going to lead you guys to some laughs. I promise you that. And I love you. I'll always support you. Is there anything I can do? Like, I can tell you a joke to make your day better? Just always message me or something. I don't know. I don't care. Like, I want to be that person. So, other than that, man, that's it. I'm ready to go to work, man, and get this thing rolling.
Absolutely. And you guys, make sure you tag along for the journey. 2017 was a grand year, and 2018 is only going to go up from here. It's going to get a little bit higher. So make sure you guys follow Stacy on all social media sites and subscribe to the YouTube channel, Stacy Cordell. And follow me as well, your hostess with the mostest, Valencia King. You can follow me at I am Valencia King. And until next time, we'll talk to you guys again. Subscribe.
Ciao.
Puff said it was all about the Benjamins. Jay said you can love her, never let her in. I'm talking to the generation of the bad boys. Cash money, you was all about the flash boys. Taught me how to stay fresh like an Altoid. Told me I should get money, never ask for it. Subconscious, never got content. Junk food, force fed, straight nonsense. Real shit, never ever got played. Heard trap all day, can a brother have options?